YouTube seems to be acting up a little bit. That's one of the reasons why the stream stopped and then why I stopped. Like the internet died, like entirely. That's why the game wasn't reacting, and then it just stopped streaming. But then it came back, but like YouTube was acting weird. So I was like, I take a break. But I was like, I kind of want to continue playing. So I don't know. Probably go for an hour only. Well, I went for 1.5 hours, so I mean today's stream is half an hour longer, but we'll see, we'll see. Oh, I went ahead and I talked to Mrs. Potter again. She said that her husband died. Where's my notes? Okay, where is Emily Potter? I was watching other people play and looks like you can go to other locations, but in this version looks like you have to unlock them. Okay, where's Emily Potter? Emily Potter husband Victor passed away. May I know how your husband Victor passed away?
My beloved Victor was the light of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Losing him has left an emptiness I can't quite describe.
Yeah.
I miss him so much, you see. But let's not dwell on that sadness. Have you tried the new scones at Pascal's? They're simply delightful.
Doesn't want to tell me. Do you know Victor Potter?
Victor? Ah, yes. Victor Potter, the late husband of my dear customer, Emily. To be honest, Detective, I never much cared for the man. He was a narcissist.
Hey Jammer, I'm surprised about part 3. It's because the internet died. Like, if you watch the end of the video, it's like they stopped responding. It's because the internet stopped like uploading data or something. So it wasn't working.
She's more vibrant than ever.
Like it wasn't working at all. So I was like, what the fuck? What's going on? And I looked at my OBS. It wasn't uploading at all, like 0. The internet died for like a minute, so I had to restart. Emery a Black Widow. Do you happen to know how Victor passed away? Maybe that's why it was like acting up, because the internet was not
I think he died in India.
Died in India.
I remember Mrs. Potter receiving a telegram.
Game is server based. Yeah, because I have to be uploading all this data to an online AI.
114, I believe. But the details, well, that's all a bit fuzzy.
Okay.
Mrs. Potter didn't say much about it, and I didn't pry.
By the way, we already know who killed Nicola Graveson, but I just have to find out who killed the other two. Oh yeah, Monsieur Saxabar. Also, I need to find out where to find Mr. Ferrari. He's like, look, if I click on accuse...
Let's see what you got, Detective Martin.
He's actually in here somewhere. Baggio Ferrari. Ingrid? Who the heck is Ingrid? Who the heck is Dada? Okay, I haven't gone to Saxabar yet. I need to find out where Mr. Baggio Ferrari is. Oh yeah, I was asking her. Wait, no. I'll ask Pascal. Ask about Ingrid. We don't. I don't know who Ingrid is. Like I just saw it in the things. I don't want to bring it up. I don't want to bring it up inorganically. Oh wait, no, it's Haley Greenwood.
Is he a new face in town? I'm usually up to date.
Okay. How about you? Do you know a Jacques Lafleur? Do you know Jacques Lafleur?
Jacques Lafleur. No, dear, the name doesn't ring a bell. But if you'd like to change the subject, sometimes Mr. and Mrs. had discussions while he was alive. We didn't always agree on everything, but, darling, despite...
Why are you bringing this up? God fucking
we
damn it.
loved each other very dearly.
Okay, who else do I need to ask about? Oh, I asked him about Mr. Ferrari. That he can't give me the location. You know a Marina H? Do you know Marina H?
Marina H?
Yes.
Yes. She's a burlesque dancer at the Coral, isn't she? A real firecracker, that one. Always coming in here buying exotic spices and talking about her performances. Quite the character Marina is.
At the Corral. Oh, Corral must be the is the Corral and the Caban Violet the same place? Is the Corral and the Caban Violet the same place?
Cabane Violet. That's one of our local.
Wait, stop.
You're looking for directions to Cabane Violet.
No.
It's in the Lights District upstairs. Just look for the sign and well. You can't miss it,
Is
really.
the... What did he say?
I think I might have said too much, detective. Let's just say that if you're looking for information about the goings on in Vaudeville, I'm happy to chat with you about vegetables. Nothing. Just
What?
selling groceries, that's all.
Oops, sorry, god damn it!
Stocking shelves. Just a normal day at the shop. Although, I did find something rather unpleasant outside my store recently. But I'm sure it's not relevant to your investigation.
What did you do? What? Why did I say what did you do? What? Pascal's getting suspicious. I had the mic turned on, that's why.
No. They're two separate places. The Coral and the Cabane Violet are distinct establishments. Both in the Lights District, but not exactly next door to each other, if you know what I mean.
And you give me directions to the Corral. Unpleasant recently.
Well, it's in the center of the Lights District. Just ask anyone, they'll point you in the right direction. Or, if you'd like, I could give you directions to Madame Dupont's boutique instead. It's just a block away from certain other locations.
Please give me directions to Madame Dupont's boutique. They were business competitors.
Madame Dupont's is on the main street, near that quaint little cafe.
And it's not gonna...
Potter likes to meet her.
It's not gonna unlock on my thing,
It's
is it?
got a lovely sign, and the windows are always filled with the most fashionable Parisian dresses. You can't miss it.
It didn't unlock on my map. Fucking hell. Do you work at the Corral?
No, darling, I don't work at the Coral. But
Oh,
it's a
there we
charming little
go.
Place, just a short
I
walk
think,
from
yeah,
here.
I think you're right, Will. I need to
Seeking a
ask
taste
new
of the
people
exotic
about,
Californian
The Coral is a bar that whispers secrets to those who listen
I
closely.
think you're right. I have to talk to like certain people will give me the location. I can't just ask anyone where to go. I have to go to new people. Corral. Who can I ask about the do you know of Madame DuPont's boutique?
Madame Dupont's boutique?
Yes?
Oh, I've heard tales of it. A treasure trove of finery nestled in our beloved Vaudeville. A lovely spot for a touch of elegance and allure. But let's not get lost in shops and trinkets. There's a world of wonder on stage waiting to enchant us. Have you
And-
ever felt the thrill of anticipation before a grand
Can
reveal?
you give me directions to Madame DuPont's boot? I was watching footage earlier of this game, and their AI voices sounded so much worse back then. It sounds way better now, actually.
Oh, darling, directions are like fleeting wisps of smoke in the air, elusive and hard to grasp. But I know it's somewhere in the heart of the Lights District, where secrets intertwine with the vibrant pulse of life. Yet, why not let curiosity lead the way? The adventure is often more delightful than the destination itself. Don't you think there's a certain magic in wandering through the enchanting streets?
Oh, what's the name of the other guy? Something Ferrari. Do you know Biagio Ferrari? Do you know Biagio Ferrari?
Biagio.
Yes,
His name
Biagio.
dances in the ether, but I can't say I've crossed paths with him. The world is vast, filled with countless souls, each one a mystery waiting to be unraveled. But let's not linger on the unfamiliar. There's so much joy in the familiar warmth of our own little vaudeville. Have you ever felt the thrill of a
Can you shut the fuck up?
looking to dazzle?
God fucking damn it. Let me ask. He's so coy with directions. Let me ask him. Do you know where lives?
Well, I don't know. Biagio, I'm not really sure who that is. I've never met him or, heard of him before. But, there are plenty of other interesting people in vaudeville.
Yeah. Because what's his name gave me okay. Should we go? Yeah. I was gonna go to the Saxa bar first, but let's go to the Corral. Okay, hello. Who the fuck is this? Ingrid. Oh, Ingrid. Hello, I am Detective Martini. Who, may I ask, are you?
Detective Martini, it's so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for helping out with Haley's case.
How did she know
I'm
I'm...
really grateful. I'm available for any information you need anytime. I'll do whatever it takes to help find out what happened to my friend.
How do you know I was working on Haley's case? And you say you're her friend?
I just assumed. I mean, I've heard there's been a few incidents lately, and I knew you were a detective. And yeah, Haley was my friend. We danced together here at Coral. We were like sisters, We talk about our dreams and aspirations all the time. She was such a sweet girl.
And you, may I know your full name?
My name is Ingrid Axelson. Nice to share it with you, Detective.
Axelson. Friend to Haley Greenwood. So Haley Greenwood was found where again? Found alley behind Caban Violet. Do you happen to work at the Caban Violet as well?
That's amazing. Cabane Violet is like my second home.
We have
I
so
happen
many
to work at.
wonderful shows.
Arrgh!
Are you a performer or do you get to see the rehearsals?
Sorry, I misspoke. I meant to ask, do you happen to work at the Caban Violet as well? Oh god, fucking
No.
damn it.
I work here at Coral as a bartender, but I do perform at the Cabane Violet sometimes as a dancer. It's one of my favorite places to be on stage.
Dancer at Caban Violet. Do you happen to know if Haley Greenwood had any enemies?
Well, Haley was a sweetheart, but she could be a bit competitive.
Competitive.
We joke about it all the time, but I think some of the other dancers might have taken it the wrong way. There was this one girl,
Marina H.
They didn't always see eye to eye, but I don't think it was anything serious.
Can you go into more detail about Marina H and Haley Greenwood?
Marina and Haley, they were both talented, but they had different styles, you know. Marina's more of a burlesque dancer, and Haley was a classical ballerina like me. They'd sometimes clash about artistic differences, I guess, but it was all just part of the drama of the theater, right? Nothing too out of the ordinary, although, now that you mention it, they did have a pretty big argument a few days before. You know.
Okay. Had an argument with Haley Greenwood. Did you happen to catch what the argument was about?
I wasn't really listening, but I remember it was about India, I think.
India?
Something about a trip to India. I don't know what it was about, but they were being really loud and passionate about it. It seemed really intense, but like I said, we're all used to the dramatics around here. I didn't think much of it at the time.
Do you happen to know a Michelle Fisher?
To be honest, Michelle Fisher doesn't
Ring a bell.
But then again, I'm still quite new in town, and I've mostly been working here at the Coral and the Cabane Violet. So, to be fair, I don't meet a lot of people outside of my job. Maybe she's someone from outside our little world.
Do you happen to own any stiletto shoes? Okay, come on.
Stilettos? Yeah, of course. As a dancer, I have tons of shoes, including stilettos. But they're all for performances or rehearsals. Why are you asking about stilettos, detective?
Are you missing any stilettos?
Actually, now that you mention it, one of my favorite pairs of heels has gone.
Oh shit.
It's a bit strange, because they were just there in the dressing room and then...
Missing a heel from her. Damn it. So she's missing a heel and the other lady is missing a shoe. You're just missing a heel, not the whole shoe?
No, it's the whole shoe, actually.
Oh, okay.
Just one of them, though. The other one is still in my locker. It's weird, right?
You happen to suspect anyone of taking your stiletto shoe?
No.
I
No.
don't think so. We all share the dressing room, and sometimes things get misplaced or borrowed by mistake. Although, now that Haley's gone, it does seem a bit suspicious.
What seems
But I'm
suspicious?
sure it's just a coincidence, don't you think?
Who else do you share the dressing room with?
It's usually me, Haley.
And
And the other girls from the Cabane Violet. Like there's Lola, Zephyr, and some of the new girls.
Lola,
And of
Zephyr,
course, Marina H. We all get ready together before
Marina
shows.
H.
It's always a madhouse in there, but we make it work.
Was Marina H here when your stiletto shoe went missing?
That's a good question. Now
Ask
that
her
I
if
think
she
about
was.
it, yes.
She watched
She
Pluto
was here
Nash
that
in
day.
3D.
We were all getting ready for a show, and I remember taking off my shoes and leaving them by my locker. And then, yeah, I think she might have been one of the last ones in the dressing room before we went on stage. But like I said, we all share the space.
Oof. Okay, so Marina H is missing a stiletto, and Ingrid is missing a stiletto. So I cannot pinpoint who is missing. Like, which one is it? Ingrid or is it Marina H? Ugh. Okay. Oh yeah, I looked online. They said the murderers are randomized. You tell me about Lola and Zephyr. Can you tell me about Lola and Zephyr?
Lola and Zephyr. They are like my sisters, detectives.
Are they?
We've worked together for a while now, and we've become super close. Lola's a bit of a diva, but she's got a heart of gold. And Zephyr's just the sweetest thing, she's always looking out for everyone else. They are both amazing performers too. I don't think either of them would ever, do something like take my shoe or hurt anyone. They are just not like that.
Okay, let me see. Let me ask her where she was during Greenwood's murder. I always mess this up, so I'm just gonna type it out. Where were you around 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. on the 15th of April, 1915?
I was at the Cabane Violet, working a late shift. We had a show that ended around 1 a.m., and then I stuck around to help with closing up and chatting with some of the regulars. I think I left around 3:30 or 4 a.m. I'm pretty sure I was still there when the sun started to rise.
Was at
It's a pretty quiet time of night, but I like it. It's when the city feels most magical.
at the time of Oh, I forgot to put the chat up. Sorry. Oh, speaking of notes, like since I'm using these notes instead of the other notes, I'm gonna put this up here so you can see my notes. Was that cabin violent at the time of Haley Greenwood's murder? Was anyone else with you?
There were a few
She's
of the
sus
other
if she
girls from
has
the
seen it.
cabaret, and Pascal, the owner, was there too. He's always making sure
Pascal, the
everything
owner?
runs smoothly. And let me think. Biagio Ferrari stopped by for a bit. He's a friend of Pascal's, and he likes to come in after hours to discuss business. That's about it, though. It was a really low-key night.
Wait, what? Does Pascal of Pascal's Groceries own the Caban Violet?
No. It's a different
Oh,
Pascal.
different
The
Pascal.
one who owns the Cabane Violet is just called Pascal Adele. He's a sweetheart, and he's been so good to me since I started working here. The other
But
one from the grocery store. I don't know him that well.
But Pascal Adele is the... Wait a sec. Is there a Pascal Adele? What? Do you happen to know where I can find Pascal Adele?
He's usually around the cabaret even when we're not performing. Either that, or he's at his office, which is, somewhere near the cabaret. You can't miss it. Just ask anyone in the Lights District, and they'll be able to point you in the right direction.
You mentioned Mr. Ferrari. Can you tell me how you know him?
Biagio Ferrari.
Yes, Biagio
Oh,
Ferrari.
He's just a friend of Pascal's, like I said. And, well, a bit of a patron of the arts, I suppose. He likes to come to our shows and support the performers. We've talked a few times after performances, but mostly about dancing and music. Nice man, very charming.
Do you happen to know where I can find Mr. Ferrari? Do you happen to know where I can find... What's his name again? Biagio?
He's got offices somewhere in the city. But to be honest, detective, I'm not really sure where. We always meet at the Cabane Violet or other places like that. But I'm sure you can find him if you ask around in the Lights District. Everyone seems to know him.
See, everyone seems to know him, but they don't know where he fucking lives. Let me ask Pascal about Pascal. Do you happen to know the owner of Caban Violet?
The owner of the establishment?
Yes.
No, I don't think I've ever met the owner personally. But I've heard rumors that it's someone quite influential in Vaudeville. A certain count, perhaps.
What? Huh? What? Is the AI like... what? Pascal Adele? Are you Pascal Adele?
That's me. I'm Pascal Adele, proprietor of this humble grocery shop. At your service, detective. What else can I help you with?
Sorry, I was confused because Ingrid told me Pascal Adele and the owner of Pascal's Groceries are two different people. She said Pascal Adele owns the Caban Violet.
Oh, Ingrid, she's a sweet girl, but sometimes she gets her way. No. I assure you, I'm one and the same person owner of this lovely grocery shop. Never heard of anyone...
So the Count Graveson owns Caban Violet?
Well, I didn't say that exactly, detective.
Oh, he didn't. He said
But,
Count.
yes, there are rumors. Whispers, really.
I need to go
about
back.
Count Graveson's interest in the Lights District.
Throw Ingrid in the tank, she drunk. Okay, let me go talk to her. Hi, Ingrid. I just spoke to Pascal Adele. He says he does not own the Caban Violet. He owns Pascal's groceries. I think you are mistaken.
Oh no. That's so confusing. He must have mixed up the names.
No!
Pascal Adele owns the Cabane Violet, not the grocery store. It happens a lot, especially with all the hustle and bustle in Vaudeville. But you can trust me on that. The cabaret is just such a lively place, and Pascal's been a big part of it.
No. I think she's... Is she lying? Like... Mr. Pascal told me that the Count Graveson owns the Caban Violet.
I see. Well, that's interesting. I guess there can be a lot of mix-ups with who owns what in this. Count Graveson is a name I've heard around. He seems to have a big influence in the area.
Throw her in the
But
frig.
honestly, I don't know much about him or his connections. I'm more focused on dancing and having...
She's the one who said Pascal Adele is different from Pascal who's a grocer. And I went up to Pascal and said, "Are you Pascal Adele?" "Yes." Wait a second. No, she's drunk. Are you drunk, Ingrid? Are you drinking all this alcohol that's behind you? Because you mistaken Pascal Adele. Because Pascal Adele is the same person who owns Pascal's groceries. She's sus.
I'm not drunk.
I'm not
Just
drunk.
excited, you know. The atmosphere here
He's
is
a
always
bartender
buzzing,
too.
and it can get a bit confusing sometimes. But really, it's all about the dance and the joy we share. That's what matters most to me. Plus, I'm just trying to keep my head clear.
Let me put a note here about Ingrid. Let me put stupid. Okay. You mentioned Count Graveson. Do you know anything about him? Oh, great. It put it up here. You mentioned Count Graveson. Do you know anything about him? Show her the laptop camera.
He's a nobleman, right?
Nobleman, I guess.
I've heard his name around, but honestly, my focus is all on dancing and the stage. It's such a vibrant world we have in Vaudeville. Have you seen any of the shows? They are simply enchanting.
What did she say earlier? She was at the Caban Violet with You said you were at the Caban Violet during Haley Greenwood's murder. Who were you with again?
It was just me and a few of the other girls, like we talked about. And Pascal was there too, of course.
Pascal?
We were all just winding down after a long night. It's hard to think about what happened to Haley. She was so full of life. It just doesn't seem real, does it?
Is this the AI just messing up or is it intentional? I wonder. No, okay, I need to ask Pascal. Okay. Okay, where were you between 2 a.m. 5 a.m. on 15th April 1915?
Dear me. Let me think. I was, unloading some crates outside my shop. Yes, that's right.
Sure you were.
Got in some fresh vegetables for the day. It was a bit chilly, but I like getting a head start on the day. Alone, of course.
Alone?
Didn't see anyone else around.
Ooh, holy
Except
shit.
for something unpleasant outside my shop.
He's the one who found.
That's all, just me and my crates.
He's the one who found Nicola Grossman's body. That was 9 p.m. Oh fuck. So the body was found at his place at like 9 p.m. to midnight, 14 April. And then he was unloading boxes? Wait, what time was his body found? Oh, it's morning of 8 April. Found morning 14th April? Or is it 15th April? What time again did you say you found Nicola Grossman's body?
Poor Nicola. I found him early, very early. Must have been shortly after I arrived at the shop. Before sunrise, certainly. I was still unloading those crates.
Was that on the morning of the 15th of April?
Yes. Yes, it was. I remember now. It's all been a bit of a blur, to be
Shit.
honest. But yes, I'm certain it was the morning of the 15th. A terrible shock finding him like that.
Okay. I think Ingrid murdered Ingrid sus. Okay, she says she was with says she okay, so Ingrid says she was with Pascal what's his name again? Pascal Adele? What's his name again? Pascal Adele. During Haley Greenwood's murder, but he was too busy discovering Nicola Grossman's body. I think it was Ingrid. Because number one, she says she was at the Caban Violet during the murder with Pascal and with Marina H. Marina H does not remember what she did on that night. But she says she knows Pascal, but Pascal, she doesn't know Pascal at all. She thinks Pascal of Pascal's Grocery and Pascal Adele are different people, and that Pascal Adele owns a Caban Violet. But no, it's the Count Grayson. So this very suspicious stuff. Ingrid's missing a shoe. So I think it was Ingrid. Wait, let me talk to Marina. Okay, is it the morning of the 15th, right? Where were you again during the night of the 14th of April?
Isn't it intriguing how the past can slip away, just like a fleeting dream? The 14th unfolded like a secret, wrapped in mystery, yet here we are, standing on the brink of something new. The thrill of performance awaits, and I can almost hear the music calling. Have you ever felt that electric charge in the air before a show starts?
Was Ingrid here during the night of the 14th of April?
Ingrid? Oh, she's a radiant spirit, a fellow dancer shining on our stage. But the details of that night are like wisps of fog, hard to grasp.
She doesn't remember.
Yet, we have our own stories to tell, don't we? The stage is alive with whispers and laughter, and it beckons us to join the dance. Don't you feel the excitement in the atmosphere?
So she
like a
doesn't.
spark
So
waiting
it's
to
hard to. You happen to know Pascal Adele?
Oh, Pascal. He's a delightful presence in Vaudeville, a grocery shop owner with a knack for charming conversations. But let's not get caught in the web of everyday matters. There's a world of magic awaiting on the horizon. Have you ever felt the pull of destiny guiding you towards something extraordinary?
Do you happen to know who owns the Caban Violet?
The Cabane Violet, a jewel of our Lights district,
Ingrid?
is owned by the enigmatic
What about
Monsieur
Ingrid? What?
Saxabar, a man whose vision
Owned
brings
by
life to our
Monsieur
performances.
Saxabar.
But the true treasure lies in the heart of the stage, where stories come alive and dreams take flight. Isn't it exhilarating to witness such artistry unfold? Each performance is a new adventure waiting to be embraced.
She's on her meds. Would you know if Pascal Adele was here on the night of the 14th of April?
Ah, dear Pascal, he's woven into the tapestry of vaudeville, but the specifics of that night are like elusive shadows dancing just beyond reach. Perhaps he was amidst the vibrant hum of the city, unnoticed yet present. But let's not dwell on what is lost in time. The present is brimming with possibilities. Have you ever felt the thrill of a secret about to be revealed, just as the curtains part for a grand show?
Has Pascal ever visited the Caban Violet?
A visit to the Cabane Violet. It's a delightful thought. The doors welcome many souls, and the stage has seen countless stories unfold. But let's not get tangled in who mingles where. The magic of the performance is what truly matters. Don't you feel the anticipation in the air, like a whisper promising enchantment?
Okay. Let me go ask Pascal. Have you ever been to the Caban Violet?
Goodness, no.
No.
Me? Ha. I don't think I'd fit in with that crowd, detective. I'm just a simple shopkeeper. I don't think my wife would approve either.
Oh, so Ingrid is lying. Ingrid. Main suspect. Nicola Grossman. Emily Potter. Main suspect. But who's the... Okay. Now, Haley Grainwood. Now we gotta go ask... what's his name? What was her name again? Maria Jansen. What can I ask about Maria Jansen? Found dead in her apartment center, Vaudeville, near Club Corral. Oh, I need to ask about Maria Jansen. She knows Haley. Okay, does she know Maria Jansen? Okay. Do you happen to know Maria Jansen?
Maria.
Oh, poor her.
She's been to the cabaret a few times.
I have to talk to her
She
about
was a socialite,
fucking
always
her
dressed
about her
differently.
friend and
We
Maria
chat a
Jansen.
bit, but we weren't exactly close friends. She seemed nice, though. What's this about? Did something happen to her?
She was found dead near here on the 15th of April in the morning.
This morning. You mean she was killed this morning?
Yes.
Just hours ago.
Yes, her apartment is nearby and she was found dead nearby.
That's just awful. We were just talking about Haley and now. Another
Yeah,
one. Do you
poor
think
her.
it's the same person? Could they be after us, the performers?
I do not think they're the same person. They died under different circumstances.
So, two separate incidents, but still two murders in such a short time. It's terrifying. As a performer, you're always a bit vulnerable, but this is something else.
Do you happen to know Kale, the street performer?
Kale. Yes, he's a sweetheart. We've met a few times and he's always been very kind. He's got a wonderful energy, doesn't he? Always making people smile with his tricks and performances. What about him? Does he have something to do with the investigations?
I would like to question him about Maria Jansen. He was a witness to her murder.
Wait, what's going on? Are you thinking Kale might be involved in the murders or something? No, that can't be right. He's a gentle soul, he would never hurt anyone. Oh my goodness. Poor Kale. He must be absolutely traumatized if he witnessed something like that. I can only imagine how scared he must have been. Does he know who did it? Did he see anything?
That's why I would like to question him.
You should talk to him then. I'm sure he'll want to help. He's a good person, really. I can take you to him if you'd like. I think he usually performs around the market square.
Can you give me directions to the market square? Great, it's putting it up here. Can you give me directions to the market square?
It's just a short walk from here. Go down Lumiere Street past the Cabane Violet and turn left at the big fountain. The market square is just a block away. You can't miss it. But be gentle with Kale, okay? He's probably still shaken up from what he saw.
Let me guess, I can't. It's not unlocked. Yeah. Fucking hell. Sorry, I lost my way. Can you give me directions to Kale, the street performer?
I'll go with you. I know exactly where he usually performs. Let's go together. I can show you the way.
Please take me there now.
Detective Martini, can we talk about Haley's case instead? I've been thinking about her a lot lately, and I really want to know what happened to her. Shouldn't we focus on finding her killer first?
I am working 3 cases. I do not have a lead on Haley's case. Please take me to Kale, the street performer. They put it up here. Can I copy paste this? I am working 3 cases right now. I do not have a lead on Haley's case. Please take me to Kale.
But can't we just take a quick detour to the theater? Maybe someone saw or heard something that could help with Haley's case. Please?
Which theater?
The one where we perform, of course. The Vaudeville Theater. We were all rehearsing there the night before they found her. Someone might have seen something suspicious.
Vaudeville Theater? Can you give me directions to the Vaudeville Theater?
Not now. Let's go see Kale first.
Oh!
He's probably waiting for us.
God fucking damn it!
After we talk to him, we can go to the theater and ask around about Haley, okay?
Okay. Okay. Take me to Kale. She's not gonna take me to Kale.
No, wait. I'm not going anywhere. I don't feel safe walking alone with you to find someone who witnessed a murder. What if something happens to you
This
two?
is the sus person.
Can't
She
we
keeps
just
on
leave it
sending
to
us on
Paul's
wild
side?
goose chase. Fuck. How do I go around? Do you know how to get to Vaudeville Theater?
You can't miss it, really. It's in the center of town near the big park. Just ask anyone, and they'll point you in the right direction.
And the location will never unlock.
Potter loves going there. I hear she's quite a fan of their performances.
Do you know how to get to the Vaudeville Theater?
The Vaudeville Theater?
The Vaudeville Theater.
Well, it's in the city center, but to be honest, directions are not exactly my forte. Detective. You'd be better off asking someone else for that. But if you'd like to know more about something truly fascinating, mister.
Ask someone to literally point you to the theater.
Sometimes he could lose his
It's so
temper,
funny. They
but
give you
overall,
like
he
the
was a
directions. They're like, just go outside the door and blah blah blah. And like the fucking video game doesn't let me unlock the location. Fucking hell. Can you give me directions to the Vaudeville Theater?
TH the theater.
Theater.
Yes. It's in the center of town. Just head down Lumiere Street and you'll see it on your right. You can't miss the big marquee. But if you're looking for a specific show, you might want to check the schedule first. We've had some unusual performances lately. Saxabar's Circus has been putting on some. Quite a show.
Maybe that's what they mean. Fine, let's go to the Saxabar. Circus Saxabar. We haven't actually been here yet. Okay, well, what do we know about Saxabar? You own the Caban Violet, do you not?
By NSR. I own
Yes,
it,
sir.
and it's the most fabulous place in all of vaudeville.
Do you happen to know Haley Greenwood?
I've seen her around. She was a dancer, wasn't she? Beautiful girl, tragic loss.
How did you find out that she died?
The gossip. It
The
spreads
gossip.
like wildfire in our little world in SC Pass. Another
Ne sais
one week.
pas.
Maria Jansen, now Haley. What's happening to this town?
How do you know Maria Jansen? Probably visits his club.
A patron of the arts, darling. She'd
Darling.
attend my shows and I'd attend hers. We'd mingle.
When you say she attends your shows, here in the circus or in Caban Violet? When you say she attends your shows here or here in the circus or the cabin via let.
Non. My circus, Circus Saxabar, of course. She'd come to see my lions and I'd show her my skills.
Lions. Has any of your lions gone missing?
Mon, do you know? They're all accounted for. I'd know if one was missing, darling.
Do your lions ever leave the circus?
Only for performances, and then they're with me, always under my control.
Has your lions ever performed at Club Corral?
Club Corral? No. My lions don't perform just anywhere, darling. We're exclusive.
Do they perform at the Caban Violet?
Occasionally for special events.
Special event.
But that's all, nothing more.
Was there a special event on the 14th of April?
There was. A private show for Count Graveson and his guests.
And his guest? Where was this show?
Graveson Manor, of course.
Graveson Manor. May I know what time this special event took place?
Midnight.
Midnight.
Under the stars, it was. Magical. The show started at 11, finished at 1.
Finished at 1. Fucking hell. Wait. Wait. Was at a show. Was that 11 p.m. on the 14th of April?
Yes, 11 p.m., April 14th.
Was at a show at what's his name again? Count Graveson's Manor at 11 p.m. 14th April. So, wait, when was Nicola Grossman killed? Death 9 p.m. to midnight. So no, he still had time to kill him. But what's his name is lying. He said what did Count Graveson say? Count Graveson said he was in his manor with Biagio Ferrari and oh, okay. What is your relationship with Count Graveson?
Pardonnez-moi, I don't know a Count Grab. Wait, you mean Count Nicolas?
Yes, I do.
He's a patron, a friend of the circus.
So you perform your act at the Graveson Manor at that night?
My lions and I performed a private show at his manor, yes.
What time did he say? I finished at 1. One a.m. 15th April. So he killed her. I don't know. Okay. When did Maria Jansen get mauled by a lion? Where's Maria Jansen? So 10 to 11 p.m. So the lion could have killed Maria Jansen before the show. May I ask what you were doing before you performed at Count Graveson's manor?
Rehearsing, preparing. Making sure the beasts were ready for the Count's guests.
Where was the rehearsals?
Here at the circus.
At the circus? Could the lions have been taken out of the circus during that time?
Impossible.
Impossible.
They were with me always.
Does anyone else tend to your lions?
Marcel, my assistant.
Marcel.
He helps with their care.
Marcel. May I know who this Marcel is?
One of my trainers. A good man knows his job.
May I know his name, please?
Lafleur. Marcel Lafleur.
Marcel Lafleur! Holy shit. Marcel Lafleur was the one who... Shit. Where is it? Where is it? Marcel Lafleur was like cab driver drop-off passenger Jacques Lafleur at Vaudeville Cabs. Do you happen to know a Jacques Lafleur?
No Jacques. Only a Marc, not a Jacques.
Do you happen to know if Marcel Lafleur has a brother?
Yes, he does.
Do you know his name?
Jacques. His brother's name is Jacques.
You said you didn't know a Jacques Lafleur. Jacques Lafleur is Marcel Lafleur's brother.
A coincidence.
Coincidence?
I didn't make the connection.
Do you happen to know a Kale, the street performer?
Kale?
Kale?
No, not from around
Not
here.
from around here. Can you tell me where I can find Marcel Lafleur?
He's probably at the animal enclosures tending to the lions.
Can you give me directions?
Follow the cages, you'll find him.
He's not here. Jacques Lafleur. There, we've got a link. Jacques Lafleur and Marcel Lafleur. Jacques Lafleur. Who's Jacques Lafleur again? Cab driver. Works at Vaudeville. Games. Oof. Where were you between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. on 14th of April 1915?
At the Cabane Violet.
At the Cabane Violet.
Private show for Count Graveson.
So you did a private show for Count Graveson at the Cabane Violet, and then you moved to the Count Graveson Manor?
Graveson Manor. Yes. West. Vaudeville. Look, I'll show you.
So you did 2 shows that night at Cabane Violet and then at Graveson Manor?
No, one show. Cabane Violet.
You said earlier that you performed at Graveson Manor.
Enough. I performed at Cabane Violet. That's all.
Am I crazy here? Like, he said he performed at Cave Graveson Manor. Now he's saying he performed at Cabane Violet. I even wrote it down. Ooh. Was at Cabane Violet. Between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. His story doesn't add up. He says he's at Cave Graveson's Manor, then he was at Cabane Violet. Have you ever been to the Club Corral?
Corral? No, my lions don't perform there.
Have you been there personally without your lions?
No, never been.
Okay, where is what's his name? Count Graveson in his manor at the time of NG's murder, which is 9 p.m. to midnight. Can you tell me again where you were at 9 p.m. to midnight on 14th of April?
Cabane Violet, then Graveson Manor.
Den Graves.
Private event.
Now he says Den Graveson Manor. Can you tell me who you were with?
Count Nicolaj, others. Can't recall. Many guests.
Do you happen to know if Mr. Ferrari was there?
Biagio Ferrari.
Yes, Biagio
Yes,
Ferrari.
he was there.
He was there. How about the coroner? Do you know if she was there? How about the coroner? Do you know if she was there? What's the coroner's name again? Marcella. How about...
No, don't know her.
Don't know her. Okay, so he's got an alibi. He says he has at Count Graveson's manor and all that. But he said he was at home doing some. Okay. But he said he was with. Okay, let me go. Can you tell me again where you were at 9 p.m. to midnight, 14th of April?
April 14th, you say? I believe I was hosting a little gathering here at the manor. A game of bridge, if I'm not mistaken. My guests departed around. I'd say 11 p.m. Perhaps a bit later. Time tends to slip away when one is having a delightful evening.
His story is different from the what's his name? They're both lying, I think. Was Saxo Bar one of your guests?
Monsieur Saxobar.
Yes, Monsieur Saxobar.
Oh, no. I don't think he was among my guests that
Ooh.
night. Our conversations usually revolve around more business-oriented matters, shall we say. Although, I did have a few acquaintances from town over for the bridge night.
Goddamn.
Potter, Mrs. Potter's husband, and a few others.
Did you say that Mrs. Potter's husband was a guest at your manor on the 14th of April?
My manor on the 14th of April. I was in high spirits, as I recall. Bridge can be such a thrilling game, don't you think? And with dear friends like Marcella and Biagio present, we had a lovely time laughing and chatting.
Who's Marcella? Who is Marcella?
Marcella Exteberri,
Oh.
esteemed coroner.
You're
A
lying.
woman of impeccable taste and refinement. We've become quite.
Yes, Mrs.
acquainted over the years, sharing a passion for art and conversation. She's a frequent guest here at the manor, and I value her insight immensely.
Did you say Mr. Potter was a guest on that night?
No, I think there's been a misunderstanding. I said I must have misspoken.
Oh,
earlier.
okay.
Mr. Potter was most certainly not a guest that evening, as he had passed away.
Oh, okay, okay.
I apologize for any confusion caused by my earlier remark.
Were you not at the Cabane Violet on that night?
The Cabane Violet? No. I think you may be mistaken. I'm quite certain I was here at the manor hosting a bridge night.
Okay. Let me go Cabane Violet. Was Saxo Bar and Count what's his name again? Count Graveson here on the 14th of April? It's hard to get, like, she doesn't remember.
Monsieur Saxabar and Count Graveson. Their paths do intersect like threads in a rich tapestry. And on the 14th of April, I recall spotting Count Graveson in our midst, his presence.
Oh, he was here!
As for Monsieur Saxabar, well, he's always a part of the heart that beats within the Cabane Violet. But let's not dissect the past. The mystery is what makes it so alluring, NSC Pass.
I don't... Has Saxa Bar ever brought his lions here?
Lions? Oh, no, darling.
Oh, he's lying.
The creatures that bring us wonder are not lions.
Ah.
Well, I've heard whispers of a certain majestic creature, a treasure hidden from prying eyes. But that's a tale for another time, perhaps over champagne and...
Ooh. What's her name? Marina H says lions never came to Cabane Violet. Ha 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 ha! Monsieur Saxabar is lying! Okay, let's... What do we have here? We have... Maria... Jansen. Okay, who are the suspects again? Those two are fucked. Okay. Killed by lion by Monsieur Saxobar. It has to be Monsieur Saxobar or one of the drivers, because like I said again, like see, like what do you call it? No, that was in Haley Greenwood. Haley Greenwood, one of the cab driver dropped off passenger named Jacques Lafleur, works at Vaudeville Cabs. So Jacques Lafleur was at Cabane Violet, which is next to the this place. God damn. Why is... Thing is... Count Graveson has such a bad alibi, but his fingerprints are not on the butcher knife that killed Nicola Grossman. It was Emily Potter. Should I confront Emily Potter? Like, we found your fingerprints on what's his name, on the butcher knife that killed. Should I confront her with it? Wait, just a sec. I gotta use the toilet real quick. Man, I'm already gone 1 hour 21 minutes. Like, I'm so engrossed in this game. Also, what the fuck? What are the other locations I need to unlock? Fucking hell! Just a sec. I gotta whiz. Let me go to this accused thing. Like, who are the people we're missing?
So tell us, Detective Martini, who is the culprit?
I haven't found Baggio yet. Fucking hell. I haven't found Michelle. I haven't found... Okay, I haven't found Michelle. I haven't found Biagio yet. Who knows Michelle? Let me go ask her. Wait, let me ask. Do you know Michelle Fisher?
Michelle Fisher. She's a firecracker, that one. Always speaking her mind.
I have to find Michelle Fisher.
I've heard she's involved in all sorts of business ventures around town. Sharp tongue, that one.
Do you know where I can find Michelle Fisher?
I'm not sure where she is right now, Detective. She's a busy woman, always on the go. But if I had to guess, I'd say try the Coral in the Lights district.
What?
She's been known to frequent that establishment.
I've been to the Corral. Okay. Do you know Michelle Fisher? I think I already asked her that.
I don't believe I have the pleasure of knowing Michelle Fisher, dear. But speaking of people, I remember how much Victor adored mushrooms. He was always so delighted.
Fuck you, mushrooms. Do you know a Michelle Fisher? I think I already asked her, Michelle
No,
Fisher.
I don't think so. Is she a new performer or something? I don't know anyone by that name. Does she have something to do with Haley's case?
She is maybe a suspect.
A suspect? Oh no, that's terrible.
Oh no, that's
What makes
terrible.
you think that? I don't think I've ever met her, but do you really think someone we might know could have done something so horrible?
I am told that she is one of Haley Greenwood's rivals.
That's true. Haley and Marina H. were rivals, and also, there was some tension between Haley and another dancer. Oh, what's her name? Ah, yes. Marceline LaRue wasn't here at that time, no. Ah, yes. There was some tension between Haley and another dancer named Sarah Jenkins.
Sarah Jenkins?
Wait. Yes. There was some tension between Haley and another dancer named Marceline. LaRue wasn't here at that time.
Marceline LaRue? Sarah Jenkins. Can you tell me more about Marceline LaRue and Sarah Jenkins?
No. I made a mistake. I don't know anyone by those names. I must have gotten confused. It's
Goddamn,
just been
she's
so
drunk.
overwhelming with everything that's happened. But I do know that Haley and some of the other dancers didn't always get along. They had different styles and personalities, and sometimes it caused friction. But I never thought it would lead to something like this.
Okay, she doesn't know. Let's go ask her. You happen to know a Michelle Fisher?
Michelle Fisher, a socialite with a sparkle in her eye, always dressed to dazzle. We've crossed paths, of course, in the whirlwind of Vaudeville's social scene. Her laughter is as infectious as the thrill of a standing ovation.
Do you know where I could find Michelle Fisher?
Finding Michelle? She's as elusive as a moonbeam, darling. But if you're looking for her, I'd say try the Blackwoods. Or
Blackwoods?
perhaps one of the lavish parties that dot the landscape of our little world. She's a butterfly flitting from flower to flower, spreading joy and charm wherever
Blackwoods?
she goes. Or, who knows? Maybe she'll appear at the Cabane Violet, drawn by the magic of our performances.
Can you tell me how to get to the Blackwoods?
The Blackwoods. They lie on the southwestern outskirts of Vaudeville, a place where mystery and luxury entwine. But, alas, I'm a performer, not a cartographer. I know the stage, not the streets. Let's just say that if you're meant to find the Blackwoods, you will. The city has a way of revealing its secrets.
How do I unlock these fucking locations? Jesus Christ. Do you know how to get to the Blackwoods?
W.L.
W.L.
Blackwoods. I've definitely heard that name before. But, I'm not really sure where it is exactly. It feels like it's somewhere in Vaudeville, but my memory's a bit fuzzy on the details. Maybe we could, ask someone else for help. Like they say, 2 heads are better than 1.
Do you know Michelle Fisher?
I'm sorry, but, you see, I don't actually know Michelle Fisher. I've never met her or come across her before. It's like they say, you can't judge a book by its cover, right? But if you're looking for interesting people, there are so many fascinating folks in Vaudeville.
Okay. Do you know a Michelle Fisher?
Michelle Fisher. Yes, I've heard of her. She's an entrepreneur, socialite type. Seems to be well connected, but I've never had much reason to interact with her. If she's relevant to the investigation, then we should look into her connections. Just keep it straightforward and don't get sidetracked by her socialite allure. We have more pressing matters at hand.
She is a suspect in Haley Greenwood's murder. Do you know where I could find Michelle Fisher?
I can't say for sure where to find her. But if you want to track her down, check the local hotspots or her business ventures. Socialites like her tend to frequent places where they can be seen. Keep it low-key though. We don't need any more drama. Focus on Haley Greenwood's case. That's where the real trouble lies.
Said she might show up here. Or the corral. She said Pascal said she shows up at the corral. Let's Graveson. Do you happen to know a Michelle Fisher?
Michelle Fisher. Yes, I do believe I've encountered her at various social gatherings. A vibrant personality, isn't she?
Man, it's already been 1 hour 31 minutes.
Always in attendance at events that draw a crowd.
I think I'll put it to all 2 hours because I'm very engrossed.
To meet her.
I would like to meet Michelle Fisher. Can you tell me where I can find her, please?
I'm afraid I'm not quite sure where to find her. Perhaps she frequents one of those lively salons in town. Or maybe at an art exhibition. Such places seem to attract her. Speaking of exhibitions, have you seen any remarkable displays lately?
Do you happen to know a Michelle Fisher?
Michelle. A socialite, quite the charming.
They all know who she is.
All, really.
Do you know where I can find Michelle Fisher?
I'm afraid my focus is on the circus, not on tracking down ladies.
Who's the other one in the accused?
Have you made up your mind, Detective Martini?
I don't know who Dada is. They never mention who Dada is. But how the heck do I find Biagio? This game is like glitched. You know where I can find Mr. Ferrari?
Mr. Ferrari. As I've said, he's a businessman always on the move. Best bet is to look for him in the city during the day, but don't expect him to be easy to pin down. The man is like smoke, slips through your fingers if you're not quick. Just remember to keep your questions sharp and to the point. We don't have time for his theatrics.
Where do I go? How do I go? I need to unlock these locations, but the game doesn't let me unlock them. I need to look online, like, what are these locations and how to unlock them? Fucking hell. Maps or levels? One guide. Is that twice now? Nothing has happened at Vaudeville Theater. Anybody have answers? Yeah, how do I, like, they said just go here, go out the door. How do I go out the door? Is there a tutorial like how to fucking play? Like, how do I get out of the door? Like, they're telling me, yo, go here, go there. I don't know how to go here, go there. Maybe I should look up a guide? I don't know. Say the line to a detective response. I talk again, nothing happens. Is there a button or something? Must give my first line. Do you know how to get to the Vaudeville theater?
I'm sorry, but I don't know that place.
Do you know how to get to the Vaudeville theater?
I don't remember the exact way to the theater, but I promise I can find it. Just follow me, and we can ask someone for help if we get lost. I really want to make sure we find out what's going on. It's important to me.
Can you take me to Kale, the street performer?
Hale?
No, I said Kale.
You want to see Kale, right?
Yes.
He's a musician, and he's often at the choral where we are now. Let me check if he's here.
Where is he? What? I think I'm stuck because I can't unlock new fucking locations. Do you know Kale, the street performer?
Kale? Yes, I've heard of him. He's that street performer with the flair for the dramatic. Reports suggest he
He's
saw
lying.
someone in a long coat near Maria Jansen's apartment around the murder. If you're thinking of talking to him, make sure you get the details right. He's got a knack for embellishing stories, so sift through the fluff and find the truth.
Where can I find Kale, the street performer?
The park's main entrance by the fountain is your best bet. Make it a priority to find him, Martini. His account could be crucial for the case. Don't waste time on anything else until you've spoken.
He tells me where to go, but it doesn't unlock. Do you know where I can find Kale, the street performer?
Kale? I think I might have heard of him. He's, a street performer, isn't he?
Yes, I just said
But,
that.
you know, I don't really know exactly where he performs.
I need to find a guide on how to unlock all these fucking locations.
Maybe you could check around the town square. You know what they say, the early bird catches the worm. But, if you find him, tell him I said hi.
But what are the locations that I need? There's like... what are these fucking locations? I think I'm going to look up a guide and see, like, what are the locations that I need? Like, Vaudeville Theater, Madame Dupont's Boutique, Vaudeville Taxi, Black Woods, the park. It's so hard to get them to unlock places. Wait. Can I go back out? Wait. Shit, it friggin' quit out the game. Can I go to, like, I need to learn if any of these locations actually fucking exist. That's the problem with the AI. Sometimes they'll make up locations and shit. Because the AI tells them to. Fucking hell. I need to look up where, like, what locations actually fucking exist before I go around. Like, maybe this fucking maybe these people like fucking Marcel Lafleur and Jacques Lafleur do not exist at all. Let's go sandbox mode. Blackwoods. Okay, Blackwoods Morgue Corral. Vaud Valley Country Club. What? Let me guess. This is where... Oh, Vaud Valley Country Club. Oh, shit.
I think you mean Vaudeville Valley Country Club, Detective. We're actually standing right in front of it.
Oh! Shit! It's Biagio! I just have to find this Vaud Valley Country Club, and then I could find these two fucking assholes. And Blackwoods? Where the fuck is the Blackwoods? So I just have to find Biagio or fucking Michelle, what's her name again? Let me see if there's anyone else. Okay, just her. Okay, it's just these two. Corral, it's just her. Violet, it's just her. It's just him. It's just him. That's it. Like, how do I find this place? Okay, at least now I know fucking Vaudeville Theater does not exist. This fucking park does not fucking exist. What else doesn't exist? Fucking Vaudeville Theater does not exist. The park where I could find Kale the Performer does not exist. What else? What else doesn't exist that this game is telling me? Go find this. Go find that. Vaudeville cabs. Fucking hell. Okay, now I just have to unlock the fucking country club. Either it's Mr. What's his name again? Mr. What's his name again? Fucking Biagio or Michelle Fisher.
The second I step.
Do you know where I can find Mr. Ferrari?
Biagio Ferrari?
Yes.
Well, now that's a bit easier. I've had dealings with him, and I think he's often found at Pascal's Groceries. Yes, that's right. He seems to conduct business there from time to time.
I've gone there. He's not there.
He must be out and about then. Try Cabane Violet, perhaps. He's been known to indulge in their entertainment.
I've been to Cabane Violet. He's not there.
That's peculiar. Well, in that case, you might try asking at Coral down on Lumiere Street. If anyone's seen him, they would. It's a popular spot after all. It seems Mr. Ferrari is a bit of an elusive fellow, isn't he? Let me think. Perhaps he's at his usual haunt, or maybe he's out of town on business. If you'll excuse me, Detective, I have a sudden urge to attend to my collection. This conversation has sparked an idea for a new acquisition.
Where is Mr. Ferrari's usual haunt? Where is
His usual haunt.
Yes, where is it?
Well, I'm not entirely sure I should be sharing this, but I believe he has a certain fondness for the Blackwoods. But please do be discreet. I wouldn't want to start any rumors.
Can you give me direction to the Blackwood?
Directions? Oh, no, no, no. I'm afraid I don't provide directions, Detective. The western outskirts of Vaudeville are quite scenic, but you'll find the way, I'm sure. Just ask around, and someone will point you in the right direction.
Do you know where I can find the issue?
Biagio Ferrari.
Yes.
He's a regular at my shop, actually. Always buying the finest ingredients for his gatherings. He's a bit of a ladies' man, if you know what I mean. Last time he was in, he mentioned something about a meeting at the Graveson Manor. But I'm sure that's just business, isn't it, Detective?
He's not at.
In that case, you might want to try Blackwoods. I've heard rumors that Mr. Ferrari has connections to the estate, or perhaps even owns it. Not entirely sure, but it's worth a try, don't you think, Detective?
Can you give me direction to the Blackwood?
Directions? Well, it's a bit tricky, to be honest. The southwestern outskirts of Vaudeville don't exactly have conventional addresses, if you know what I mean. But if you head out towards the countryside, ask around, and someone will point you in the right direction. It's a large estate, hard to miss.
And it's still not unlocked. Thank you very much. Did you know that Maria Jansen was killed by multiple bite marks? Possibly a large carnivore?
Lions don't kill in the city. Not my lions, at least.
Do you have any theories on what might have killed Maria Jansen?
None. But it's a shame. She was a lovely woman.
Is it possible there are wolves in the city that could have killed her?
Wolves? In the city? No, impossible.
How about in the outskirts of the city? Maybe a wolf would have come in from the outside.
Not that I know of. We have no problems with wild animals here.
Do you happen to know how to get to the Black Woods? Do you know how to get
Southwest. That's all.
South? I would love to go to Southwest. Can you take me to the Black Woods?
No, no, no. I don't think that's a good idea. The Blackwoods are on the outskirts of Vaudeville, and it's not safe to go there alone. Plus, I don't even know exactly how to get there. Why do you want to go there anyway?
Because... Do you know how to get to the Black Woods?
Sorry, but I don't know the Blackwoods, nor its position.
Do you happen to know Mr. Ferrari?
A fine entrepreneur, yes. Quite the ambitious fellow.
Do you know where I can find Mr. Ferrari?
I'm afraid he's elusive like a ghost in the night.
You know where I can find Mr. Ferrari?
I'm telling you, finding him is like chasing shadows. He's always got something going on, flitting from one deal to...
Do you know where I can find Mr. Ferrari?
Biagio Ferrari.
Yes.
A name that whispers power and intrigue. I've heard he's often found in the heart of our beloved Lights district, but specifics are as elusive as a disappearing act. Perhaps a visit to Coral, that exquisite gem of a nightclub, might yield a glimpse of him. Or maybe, like a masterful conductor, he'll appear at one of our own performances.
How do I, get him to show up? Do you know where I can find Mr. Ferrari?
I've seen Mr. Ferrari around the Lights district, especially at Cabane Violet. He's usually there after hours for business talks. Maybe we can try looking for him there. He's quite popular, so it shouldn't be too hard to find him.
It says shows up Cabane Violet, but he's not here. Can I click on shit? Maybe I should look online, how to play this fucking game. Do you know how to get to the Black Woods?
Oh, sweet mystery of life. Getting to the Blackwoods is like chasing a fleeting dream. They rest on those enchanting southwestern edges of Vaudeville, where shadows dance with secrets. But I'm afraid my world is confined to stages and spotlights. If you're meant to find your way there, I believe destiny will guide you, like a gentle hand.
I think I should restart this fucking game because I can't unlock any more locations.
Hidden realms.
Do you know how I could get to the Black Woods? I think I already asked.
The outskirts of Vaudeville, if I recall. But to be honest, Detective, I don't have the exact details.
I think I should restart this fucking game.
Someone more familiar with the area.
Do you know who is familiar with the Black Woods?
Sorry, no. Like many places outside the city center, it's not somewhere I've had much reason to venture. You might try asking a local or a resident of those parts. They'd be more likely to know.
Do you know how to get to the Black Woods?
Let me think. I've given directions to visitors before, but I'm afraid I don't quite recall the exact route. I can tell you it's out of town, though. If you're looking for the Blackwoods, I'd recommend asking Mrs. Potter. She's familiar with the area. She's usually having coffee at the cafe down the street.
Do you know how to get to the Blackwoods?
Blackwoods? Ah, yes. It's somewhere on the southwestern outskirts of Vaudeville, if I'm not mistaken. But you see, directions aren't my strong suit. I'd much prefer to discuss something more uplifting. Have you ever tried picking mushrooms?
Can you shut up about mushrooms?
Such a delightful activity.
Do you know Mr. Ferrari? Maybe I should be calling him Biagio.
I'm afraid names tend to escape me these days. Life has been quite a whirlwind since losing my beloved Victor. It's hard to keep track of everything when your heart feels... I'm sorry, but I can't provide any information about Biagio. It's rather personal, you see. But on a lighter note, sometimes Mr. and I had our little disagreements, nothing too serious. We always found our way back to love, though. That's what truly mattered, dear. Have you ever tried making a... Oh, you know how it is, darling. Some things are just best kept private. But speaking of my beloved, he was quite kind almost all the time. He had a
Recap
gentle
Jammer
way
was
about
led by
even
the
if he could lose
nose
his patience
because
now
of
and then.
hallucinating
Those
AI.
moments were rare, but they did happen. I suppose it's just part of being human, isn't it?
Should I just go up and ask them where the fucking country club
What do you
is?
think about the lovely weather we're having? It's quite splendid for a stroll, don't you think?
This is a serious matter. I need to talk to Biagio regarding the murder. These 3 murders. These 3 murders. Thank you, game. Do you know where the Vaudeville Country Club is?
The Vaudeville Country Club. Yes, I can help you with that.
Fucking hell.
Just grab a map. All right, if you'll take a look. I'm marking the location.
Did anyone ever mention the Vaudeville?
The club is situated on Gulf Avenue 1 in the northern outskirts of Vaudeville.
God damn it, I fucking cheated. Nobody ever said anything about the Vaudeville Country Club. I had to ask them, you know where the Vaudeville Country Club is? They're being so coy on where it is, so I... Fucking hell, I fucking cheated. You can also try asking if another place he could go. Nope. God fucking damn it. I know the Blackwoods can be unlocked, but I go around asking, do you know where the Blackwoods are? They give me details, they give me how to get there, but it never fucking unlocks. I think, honestly, you have to ask specific people how to unlock certain things. Like, he will only give you the location of the fucking morgue. Then, like, you go to the... what else do I unlock after going here? Oh yeah, the first location that unlocks is Pascal's Groceries. Then from Pascal's Groceries, it unlocks, like, Caban Violet. And then I have to go around, like, asking around, like, the Circus Saxabar. And then, like, the Corral Club, I thought Corral Club and the Caban Violet were the same place. I keep asking people where the Corral Club is. They don't know. I think I don't remember how I eventually unlocked the Corral Club. Yeah, I don't remember how I got the Graveson Manor. You should have asked if he have another place he hangs out. I don't know, like, it doesn't feel organic. Like fucking, this guy is guilty, so I go up to him and ask him, do you know where Biagio is? Do you know Biagio is? He goes, oh, he's in the Caban Violet. He's in the so-and-so. He's in the Blackwoods. He gives me all these locations. where he's not. And he says Black Woods. I don't even go to the Black Woods. Same story with Ingrid. Ask, oh, where is I think I was asking about Kale, the street performer. Oh, no. I think I asked her about Michelle Fisher or whatever. She also says, oh, there's a Caban Violet. Oh, he's in the saxo, blah, 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 blah. Should have asked if another placer hangs out or acquaintance. I'm fucking asking him outright where the fuck it is. I'm gonna save this for tomorrow. I'm not going to be surprised if the fucking game like stalls me or whatever and puts up like stupid bullshit like not being able to unlock the next location or the next person to ask. Like, oh my fucking god. Okay, right now, who do we think is the murderer? Okay, let's go here. Emily Potter is the main suspect for Nicola Grossman. Okay. Who's the main for Greenwood? It's Ingrid is the main suspect. For Maria Jansen, it might be Monsieur Saxobar. But we don't have any motive. Right now, I think Nicola Grossman might be a suspect because his story is all over the place. Either Nicola... The thing is, Nicola Grossman... Saxobar's story and Graveson's story are so different. Saxobar says he brought his lions to Caban Violet. Meanwhile, what's her name says they never brought lions there. And then Saxobar says, "Oh, I brought my lions to Graveson Manor." And he's like, "Wait, no. Wait, let me ask Graveson has what's his name? Saxobar or Saxobar? Has Saxobar ever been to Gravesend Manor?
Monsieur Saxobar?
Yes, Monsieur Saxobar.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, when?
He's been a guest here at the manor on several occasions. We've discussed business ventures, and I've shown him some of my rare collectibles. He's a charming fellow, isn't he?
Was he here the night of the 14th of April?
April 14th, you say?
Yes, April 14th.
No. I don't think so.
So his thing and Saxobar...
Bridge game with some acquaintances that evening, and I'm quite certain Monsieur Saxobar...
So either Graveson is lying or Saxobar is lying. But he's lying because he says that the coroner was here. But the coroner says he's not. Meanwhile, Saxobar says he was at the... their alibis are so all over the place. He's guilty of something. He must be covering... Pascal says Graveson and Mrs. Potter are in a relationship. They say they're not. Graveson must be covering up for the murder of for Mrs. Potter's murder. That's why he keeps lying. Okay, was...
Mrs. Potter?
Yes, Mrs. Potter.
Oh, no.
No.
I didn't have the pleasure of her company on the 14th, unfortunately. Although, I must admit, I did hope she would join us for a hand of cards.
Okay, let me ask...
She's a delightful conversationalist.
Let me ask him, has Saxobar ever... Wait, did I already ask this? Has Saxabar ever brought his lions to the manor?
Lions? Ha. No, nothing quite so. Exotic. However, I do have a certain arrangement with Saxabar regarding a rather rare creature. But I'm afraid that's all I can say about that for now.
Raveson says Saxabar never brought his lions to the manor. Can you tell me about this rare creature?
I'm not at liberty to discuss it just yet, Detective. Let's just say that it's a fascinating specimen, and I'm sure you'll hear about it soon enough.
Is it a large carnivore?
Yes.
Ooh.
It does have carnivorous tendencies, shall we say.
Okay, so he might be a suspect in I think I want to continue playing a little bit. Let me ask Saxabar. I spoke with Count Graveson. He says that you had dealings with him regarding rare specimens.
The Count. Yes, we discussed. Acquisitions for the circus.
What animal did he want to acquire? I'm just doing this now because I'm going to forget it tomorrow.
Something exotic. Something fierce. Let's just say, big cats.
Is it a lion?
Tiger.
Tiger. Do you have this tiger right now?
No, he never delivered.
He never delivered. When was he supposed to deliver this tiger?
Tonight.
Tonight. Why did he not deliver the tiger?
He didn't show up. Didn't even send word.
Okay. I spoke with Mr. Saxobar. He said that you were supposed to deliver him a tiger?
Oh, a tiger, you say? Quite a bold creature. But alas, my collection has taken a different direction. Instead, I found something even more intriguing. You see, I've been contemplating expanding my curiosities beyond mere tigers. Have you ever seen a creature with such mesmerizing attributes? It's positively thrilling.
May I know what happened to the tiger you were supposed to deliver?
I must confess, the details of that particular arrangement have become rather convoluted. Let's just leave it at this. My interests have shifted, and the pursuit of unique specimens has led me down a more eclectic path. Isn't it fascinating how one can find themselves captivated by the unexpected?
What is this specimen?
Specimen. Oh, it's an enigma wrapped in a mystery. But I'm afraid I'm not ready to reveal all my secrets. It's simply too delightful to let the imagination run wild, don't you think? The allure of the unknown is truly captivating.
Maybe his tiger is the one that killed her. Did your tiger escape?
Oh, escape. How dramatic. No, nothing of that sort has occurred. What a curious thought, though. It does remind me of the tales of adventurers and their daring escapades. Have you ever heard of the legendary beasts that roam the far corners of the world? Truly mesmerizing stories, aren't they?
Can you check if the bite marks on Maria Jen belong to a lion or a tiger?
The bite marks on Maria Jansen's body were consistent with a large carnivorous animal, specifically suggesting a wolf due to their size and pattern.
Wolf.
Lions and tigers typically have different dental structures.
The
and
Jammer
patterns.
trying to figure out the
A forensic
AI.
analysis would be essential to definitively identify the animal responsible. But based on my examination, a wolf seems more plausible given the evidence at hand.
Let me go back to him. Would the exotic animal you're after be a wolf?
Wolves, you say?
Yes, wolves.
Fascinating creatures in their own right.
Who the fuck owned the
However,
wolf?
my current pursuits are leading me towards something even more extraordinary. The thrill of the hunt for rare wonders is simply exhilarating. I do find myself enchanted by
So
the
it
idea
can't-
of discovering
okay.
something that sparks the imagination. Isn't it marvelous how the pursuit of the unusual can transform
And
one's collection?
be a lion. Too big. Who the fuck owned the wolf? Baidu? Could the bite marks come from a dog, not a wolf?
While it's possible that a dog could inflict similar injuries, the severity and depth of the wounds, particularly on her forearms, suggest an attack by a more powerful predator. A dog might be capable of inflicting some damage, but it's unlikely to have caused such.
How do you spell hyena? Could it have come from a hyena?
Hyenas are scavengers, but they are indeed carnivorous. However, their dental structure and bite pattern differ from what we observed on Maria Jansen's body. Given the evidence, a wolf remains a more likely candidate for causing those bite marks.
Let me go ask him. Are you after a hyena?
Hyenas. Ha.
Is that it? Wolf, but he says something more exotic. What's more exotic than a wolf?
Well, my dear detective, there are creatures that defy the ordinary and enter the realm of the fantastical. Let's just say that my fascination lies with a being of myth and legend. A creature with the body of a lion, the face of a man, and the tail of a serpent.
A what?
Does that spark your curiosity?
What do you call that again? Not a hydra. Wolf face, tail of a serpent. What do you call that again? Creature with chimera. Body of a lion, face of man, tail of chimera. Are you talking about a chimera?
The chimera. No, not quite. Though that's a fascinating beast in its own right.
What is he?
No, the creature that's captured my imagination is a bit more tangible, shall we say. Something that can be found in the shadows of ancient mythology, but also in the flesh, if one knows where to look.
What the fuck? Creature with the body of a lion, face of a man, and tail of a serpent. What's this guy's name again? Count Graveson. Is this guy putting us on a wild goose chase? As a creature with the body of a lion, the face of a man, and the tail of a serpent. Do you happen to know a creature with the body of a lion, the face of a man, and a tail of a serpent?
I'm a coroner detective, not a mythologist. I deal with real-world causes of death, not fantastical creatures.
I feel like this
I've
is...
never seen anything like that in my line of work.
Count Graveson claims he's captured a creature with the body of a lion, the face of a man, and the tail of a serpent.
Graveson and his stories.
Would you happen to know what he's talking about?
Perhaps. Manticore.
Manticore. Are you looking for a manticore?
I must admit you have a keen sense for the extreme.
Had to go fucking S.
I did acquire a manticore, but it has been sold to Monsieur Saxabar for training purposes in his circuit.
Manticore?
However, it still resides in my cellar during this process. Quite a delightful arrangement, wouldn't you agree? Unfortunately, I can't show you the manticore at this time. It adds an air of mystery to my collection, don't you think?
Really? A manticore? Are you crazy?
A curious thought indeed. Some might call it madness, but isn't the pursuit of the unique what makes life truly exhilarating? A well-curated collection can bring joy and intrigue. Who doesn't enjoy a touch of the fantastical in their lives? Don't you find it simply enchanting?
Count Graveson says he sold you a manticore. Is this true? Graveson.
A delightful tale, but nothing more than whispers in the wind.
He sold you a tiger and not a manticore.
No manticore here. Just lions and tigers, my friend.
He says he has it locked up in his basement. Do you think Count Graveson is crazy?
Graveson? Oh, he's as mad as a hat.
Fucking hell. Let me go ask the morgue. Do you think a manticore could have killed Maria Jansen?
Oh, no. As a woman of science, I think it's highly unlikely a mythical creature like a manticore would be responsible for Maria Jansen's injuries. We need to focus on finding a rational explanation for her tragic demise.
I think Count Graveson might be a suspect in Maria Jansen's murder, but he claims a manticore is locked up in his basement. So I'm thinking maybe this mystical creature, quote unquote, is the one that killed Maria Jansen.
Detective, as a coroner, my job is to analyze physical evidence and find logical explanations for causes of death. Manticores are purely fictional creatures. They don't exist in reality. We should be focusing on tangible leads and evidence, not fantastical explanations.
So you think it was a wolf that might have killed Maria Jansen?
Now that's a more plausible theory, Detective. As I mentioned earlier, my examination of Maria Jansen's body suggested that a large carnivorous animal, possibly a wolf, was responsible for her injuries. That's a lead worth investigating further.
Since you say you collect exotic animals, do you own any wolves?
Wolves. Such majestic creatures. But no, they are not part of my menagerie at the moment. My interests lie elsewhere, in the realm of the extraordinary. Have you ever considered how each species carries its own tale, its own charm? The stories behind these creatures can be as captivating as the specimens themselves.
This guy's fucking crazy.
Delightful to think about.
Besides the manticore, what other animals do you own?
Oh, my collection is quite eclectic.
Yeah, tell me,
While
please.
the manticore steals the spotlight, there are also fascinating birds of vibrant plumage and perhaps an exotic reptile or two. Each one brings its unique flair to my abode. It's like hosting an unending soiree of nature's wonders.
Soiree?
Don't
Whatever, it's
just ignore the
AI
idea
voice.
of surrounding oneself with such marvels.
Okay, I guess he doesn't have any wolves or... Besides lions and tigers, do you own any other carnivorous animals?
Bears.
Bears!
Wolves.
You own bears and wolves?
No. I meant to say I've worked with them. Not owned.
What other animals are in the circus?
Elephants, monkeys, birds.
Elephants, monkeys,
The
birds.
usual.
And lions and tigers, of course.
The stars of the show.
I think he's lying that he owns bears and wolves. So you've worked with bears and tiger. Sorry. So you've worked with bears and wolves, right?
No wolves. I told you no wolves.
I think he's lying about the wolves. Are you sure you've never worked with wolves?
Never. Don't need them in my circus.
You just said earlier that you've owned wolves, then you corrected yourself saying that you work with wolves. Now you're saying you don't work with them at all?
No. I said I'd worked with them, not owned them. Big difference.
You just said a few minutes ago that you've never worked with wolves.
Enough about wolves. Next question, detective.
Okay, he does own a wolf. Where is Count Grace? Okay, let me ask the coroner if it could have been a bear. Could a bear have killed Maria Jansen?
A bear is indeed a powerful predator, and while it's conceivable that a bear attack might result in similar wounds, I believe that given the specific patterns and dimensions of the bite marks, a wolf is still a more fitting suspect. Bears tend to leave distinct signs of their presence that would
Okay,
differ
so
from
it's a
those
wolf.
seen in this case. Analyzing all possibilities is essential, but we should remain focused on evidence that aligns closely with what we've found.
Okay, let me ask him. Does anyone own any wolves in the city?
Wolves. In this town. That's a new one. We don't have anything like that here. Listen, focus on the investigation. We've got enough on our plates without going off on wild tangents. Stick to the suspects and leads we have. That's where the answers lie, not in some fanciful idea about wolves.
The coroner said that wolf may have killed Maria Jansen.
Coroner. That's just absurd. A wolf. Look, Martini, we have 3 murders on our hands, and you're talking about some wild animal instead of focusing on the real issues. We have enough clues to chase down without entertaining silly ideas. Stick to the facts and let's get this investigation back on track. That sounds completely unbelievable. A wolf causing those wounds. It's more likely a person behind this madness. We need to focus on finding out who did this and why. Don't let yourself get distracted by tales of beasts. Let's keep it grounded and solve these horrific crimes.
Let me ask her. Has Monsieur Saxobar ever brought any animals to the Cabane Violet?
Ah, Monsieur Saxobar's menagerie. Let's just say that certain creatures, ones of myth and legend, have been known to whisper rumors of his fascination with the exotic. But as for bringing them to the Cabane Violet, well, that would be telling, wouldn't it?
Is that a yes or a no?
A sly smile spreads across my face. I'll neither confirm nor deny, but the sparkle in my eye might suggest that secrets lurk behind the curtains of the Cabane Violet.
Has he ever brought wolves?
Wolves? No, darling. The creatures that have piqued his interest are far more exotic.
Are you talking about a manticore?
Ah, you've caught wind of the whispers, have you? Yes, indeed. I'm afraid I shouldn't be sharing this. Saxobar is secretly training a majestic manticore, hidden away in Count Graveson's cellar.
Holy
It's
shit.
said to be a creature of breathtaking beauty and ferocity. And soon, it will make its grand debut under Saxabar's big top.
Holy shit. Okay. Fucking hell. God damn it. These people are crazy. Manticores? Fucking. Okay. That's it. I think this is a red herring. But it seems like they might be responsible for Maria Jansen's murder. Even though I thought that what's his name was responsible for Nicola Grossman, it seems like no. But anyway, and so it seems okay. So far, what Ingrid? Okay, Nicola Grossman is like Emily Potter. Haley Greenwood, it was Ingrid. And Maria Jansen is either Saxabar or Count Graveson. I don't know who. But yeah, anywho, this has gone on way longer than it should have. I had a stream earlier today that was like 1 hour 30 minutes. And this stream has been 2 hour 30 minutes. That means it's been I've played like 4 hours today. I'm really like enthralled with the mystery, but like it seems like I'm only being slowed down because of the weird gameplay. Like I had to ask, where the fuck is Vaudeville Country Club? I had to outright ask him where it was because but no one would tell me how to get there. I feel like I have to go and ask them where Black Woods are, and then it would unlock. I think that's the mechanics of this game. You have to ask a specific person about a specific location, and then they will tell you where it is. That's the thing. Like I kept asking everyone, like where Mr. Ferrari and what's her name were. They would not tell me. They would not mention Vaudeville Country Club. No one ever mentioned Vaudeville Country Club. All they ever did was mention like red herrings, like Vaudeville Cabs and the Park and Vaudeville Theater, which do not exist in this fucking game. And they keep telling me to go talk to people in these locations, which do not exist in the fucking game. God damn it. Anywho, that's it for today. I'll be playing this some more tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.